Welcome to today's episode of Breakfast with Bruce. You want to eat some breakfast? I just got done eating breakfast and then I thought of this idea. I thought it might be a fun idea to do breakfast with Bruce. I cooked up Bruce a couple of scrambled eggs here. Normally he eats raw eggs, but I figured it'd be a nice treat. How about I tell you guys, because I just randomly thought of this idea. So what I'm gonna do is I can tell you guys how I trained him to sit like this, because I literally just did it. He's never sat in a chair. He literally just did it. I tried it in the living room like 10 minutes ago. To get him to sit in a chair like this, there's actually two chairs pushed together, because obviously he's so large. Dude, he's so respectful. He's like, I don't want to eat at the table. He's like, I'm not used to doing this. So is this even gonna work, bro? We can't have breakfast with Bruce without Bruce eating. It comes down to letting the dog, it comes down to your communication skills with, well, breakfast with Bruce is apparently already done. That did not take long. So what I did was I basically put these two chairs right next to the couch. Okay, so it's the same height as the couch. Yeah, you're welcome for your breakfast, bro. And it took me a few tries to get him to actually jump up on the chairs. He kept like leaping over both chairs onto the couch. I'm like, dude, no, we gotta do breakfast with Bruce. We need you on the chairs. Yeah, we need you on the chairs. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Bruce ate his breakfast in like 30 seconds, and no, that's not his full breakfast, but I don't want a ton of raw meat up here because obviously, for obvious reasons, it's disgusting. I'm gonna feed him actually after this. But I thought this may be a fun segment that we can throw in every now and again. So first and foremost, teaching your dog new tricks. It's not so much teaching them tricks as it is, for one, having proper leadership ability with your dog, and by leadership, that includes communication. If you don't have proper communication with your dog, they're gonna have no clue what you're telling them to do, right, dude? You basically know what I'm asking you to do. He knew I wanted him to jump up on the chairs, but he was a little bit nervous because he's never done it before. And as you can see, 10 minutes later, he's fine. So step one, have your obedience down. Yeah, have your obedience down. I'm gonna have to duck down here. Yeah, good boy. Have your obedience training down. There's some links in the description. There's a puppy training course, and there's a canine boot camp course, and those really teach you how to communicate with your dog and be the proper leader. Because without proper leadership, your dog's not gonna wanna do anything you tell it to do. And it's more about communication and building that bond versus making your dog do tricks. Now, let's say you guys have the obedience down, the communication down with your Cane Corso, and it's just kind of like working with them. It's like, okay, he jumps on the couch, right? So that's why I put these two chairs next to the couch, because when I say up, Bruce up, he'll jump on the couch, he'll jump in the car. So I just essentially took what he already knows to do, like a certain behavior, and just kind of had him do it on a chair. That's why I placed the chairs right next to the couch. And I actually had them side by side like this, pushed up against the couch. That way, my first thing I was gonna try to do was, he's like, there's no room on this little chair, Dad, I have a big butt. I was first gonna have him jump on the couch and then walk onto the chairs just to kind of get used to sitting on them. You know, they feel different, they rock a little bit, and you may not notice that, but I guarantee you your dog's gonna notice that. Another tip for all you puppy owners out there, get your dog on tons of different surfaces. Have them walk across cement, grass, rocks, pebbles, stone, brick, grates. And actually, he was afraid to walk across grates. And be careful, don't walk across grates, Brusette. Don't walk across grates that are like gigantic where the dog can dip his paw in there, keep walking, and snap a leg. But you know, the grates that are too thin to even step through, he was afraid to walk on those. And when you walk on them, they like rock and they make a weird sound. He's fine now, but it took quite a bit to get him used to it. And all I basically did is I ignored the situation and I let him figure it out on his own. That's all you can really do. You can't force the dog to walk across it because you're gonna scare them, and you don't want, especially a puppy, you don't wanna leave them scarred in there. And you can notice right now he's panting because, and it's not, I would say it's hot in here, but it's not. It's more so he's nervous, but not nervous like you may think. He's nervous because this is a new situation. He's like, I've never sat in this chair for this long. Hey, I've never sat in this chair up until today, and now you're making me sit here for 10 minutes. When it comes to dog training, puppy training, I know you guys are back there. It's not so much, how do I get my dog not to pee in the house? How do I get my dog not to chew things? Yes, there are techniques you use, but the really big thing is communication with your dog. If your dog has no clue what he's doing is right or wrong, if your dog has no clue what you want them to do, how can you expect them to follow commands. It just does not work. It just won't work. Short video. I just wanted to try something new. I already walked him today. I walked him about 2 miles. He had a weight vest on, so he got his exercise. And the weight vest does help with mental stimulation, but learning a new trick in this new scenario, I promise you he's gonna be exhausted the rest of the day. After I shut off this camera, he's probably gonna walk into my office, lay down under the window on his bed, and go to sleep for the day. And actually that leads me to another video idea. Would you guys like to see a video on, can you have a Cane Corso if you work 8 to 10 hours a day? Short answer, yes, because for the first 1.5 years of his life, I was gone 10 hours a day. And look at how fine he turned out. I'll go over in as much detail as I recall, the processes I did and everything like that. I can do that video, guys, but I just need you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring my ding-a-ling so you miss any of the newest videos on Cane Corsos and Bruce Wayne, and we will see you guys in the next time. Breakfast with Bruce, are you here for it? Would you come back on a longer topic? This is just a test. Let me know. Peace.